We have a new so-and-so a pod. This one is gratitude. Let me know what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for quitting smoking. The ability to have gratitude and waking up this morning. The word a pod for today is going to be bulbous. Bulb. Bulbous. An adjective. Objective. An objective. Bulb shaped. That's all I've got for you. Okay. Poem. The poem this pod is going to be bulbous bottoms made with muttons, and this one mother lingers around the corner for someone's brother. Jeez. For another someone's brother. Okay, take two. Bulbous bottoms made with muttons. Muttons. Take three. Bulbous buttons made with muttons, and this one mother lingers around another someone's brother. Like a tiger waiting around the corner that has just come out of the sauna. Yeah, don't ask. Alright, we're going to do the question of the pod. We're doing all of them early, straight in, straight away. This time, this day, today, whatever day it is you're looking, listening, even. Alright, the question for the pod today is, just before bedtime, how could I better prep for the morning to come? Oh, I might touch on that a bit later on in the episode. For the meanwhile, though, I'm going to just be sharing a few quotes that I've wood burnt and put onto my wall. I may share some more of the notes like I did last pod as well. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I may or may not give my 2 cents into some of these quotes also. You're just going to have to wait and see. This is kind of ironic, this one. It takes 2 years to learn to speak and 60 years to learn to keep quiet. Oh, my chicken's done. 1 sec. I obviously haven't learnt that one yet. As we proceed, this is to do a 20-minute part. I would never die for my beliefs because I might be wrong. Seems very fair and grounded. The world is a tragedy to those who feel, and a comedy to those who think. It pays to keep an open mind, but not so open that your brain falls out. Everyone you fight is not your enemy, and everyone who helps you is not your friend. The price of freedom is external vigilance. Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. Never trust a person who betrays others, even if he betrayed them for you. Do it from love, not for love. What comes to mind for that one is if you have a family member or a friend and you're trying to help them, they've asked you for some advice and you're helping them, if it's coming from a place of love, whether they listen to your advice or not is completely irrelevant. It's far better to be alone than to be in bad company. You hear that? How important is it to start to learn how to appreciate and enjoy your own company? As a dog returns to vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. I like that. Yeah, that's rather than love, than money, than fame, give me truth. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Gossip ends at a wise person's ears. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times. You can suffer the pain of overcoming the ego, or you can suffer the pain of trying to gain the world. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. The saying goes that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I say, nice thoughts without actions are the signposts that lead you there. Half the time you think you're thinking, you're actually listening. Silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation. Be strong but not rude. Be kind but not weak. Be humble but not timid. Be proud but not ignorant. The price of everything is the amount of life you exchange for it. The crisis of today is the joke of tomorrow. Remember that nothing that happens to you Remember that nothing that happens in the mind is you, and none of it is your business. Perhaps there are none more lazy or more truly ignorant than your everlasting readers. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Don't believe everything you think. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. The art of knowing is knowing what to ignore. No man ever steps in the same river twice. It's not the same river, and it's not the same man. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. Discernment over judgment. Let the dead bury the dead. They are optimists, pessimists, and realists. While you guys were arguing about the glass of water, I drank it. Sincerely, the Opportunist. If one has to say something, if what one has to say is better than silence, if what one has to say isn't better than silence, then one should remain silent. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. He is happy who is content with the least. Your mind is like a garden, your thoughts are the seeds. You can either grow flowers or you can grow weeds. Discipline will take you places motivation can't. He who sweats more in training bleeds less in war. Create more, consume less. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I am not sure about the universe. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil and pride and ignorance and the evil way and the perverse mouth. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Don't cast pearls before swine. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. If only our eyes saw souls instead of bodies, how differently our idea of beauty would be. I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? They muddy the water to make it seem deep. If you're not lighting any candles, don't complain about being in the dark. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Avoid those who avoid themselves. They will make you carry what they refuse to face. Oh, nully. Once we know, we are aware, we are responsible for our actions and our inactions. We can do something about it or ignore it. Either way, we are still responsible. First say to yourself what you would do, what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You must remember to not chase the butterfly. Cultivate your garden, and if a butterfly comes to you, it is yours. If not, your garden still blooms. Alright then, we went through them a bit quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if you needed to pause and re-listen to it and have a little ponder. I was hesitating with the urge of going off on a little mini tangent with some of them, but I just thought, you know what, Let me just get a few of them out there, and I'll just come back to one. But going back to the start for the question, something along the lines of how could I better prep for tomorrow? Sacrifice might be the wrong word, or may come across a little strong, but to almost make a deal, if you like, with the universe, or gratitude if it was a spirit. You looking after your future self, being there for yourself, being grateful and moving into actions of gratitude in that sense of, right now I'm here and alive. I don't know that I could be here tomorrow, because it can stop at any time. But in the joy that I am, or in the appreciation that I will be here tomorrow, I'm going to sacrifice time that it's impossible to get back. Time that I could have been using for anything else less beneficial or whatnot, and making the best efficient actions for that. Because we'll have like a lower conscious self that will probably be like, meh, I know 100% I'll be here tomorrow. I woke up yesterday, next day before that, day before that. I'll just doom scroll on TikTok for like an hour, half an hour. Or you could be like, that lower conscious version almost doesn't care. It almost acts like you aren't you, and you're not going to be you in the future. Reminds me of that Homer Simpson episode where he's talking to himself in his head, and he's like gonna drink more alcohol, and he's like, I'm glad I'm not that guy. Yeah, funny. But instead of doom scrolling on TikTok for half an hour, something like that, you could spend that half an hour prepping your eggs, your orange juice, put that in the fridge, make a nice juice or smoothie or something ready in the fridge, have your vitamins out ready, clean the juicer or blender after you've used it. Little acts like that, it's almost an offence to call them little acts, because even though they are little and simple, them little expressions of love, I guess, and discipline can really go a long way. And in being there for yourself and practicing being impeccable with your words and actions to yourself, and bargaining with that future self, building that relationship further, the possibilities of you choosing to be in bad company than being alone would plummet by a crazy percentage, because that's kind of like one of the side effects if you do continue to just keep not developing that type of having your own back sort of thing there. And instead of doing that, yeah, you'd maybe unconsciously, maybe consciously, just start to attract and be around company that probably is in no way truly there for you, and they may not be there for themselves also, and then it may become an error in your own judgment that you're expecting them to be considerate of your boundaries and your feelings. You shouldn't expect that when they aren't even considerate for their own boundaries and their own feelings. Anyway, stay blessed, stay grateful, stay practical.